Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Tompkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Roy. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. To the air, it's Coffee. Right out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, make it a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Trojans offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it here on the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Trojans will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Roy. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Got a lot of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David. Week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football. You know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got his man on the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wide open downfield. On the move at the 30. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. It's complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job on the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated.
Makes the grab deep. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
And they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick strike complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that truck.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it out quickly. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Dropping back, it's Coffee. Got it in the middle, it's Tompkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Tompkins. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Buys a little time with his feet. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Guess not all doinks are bad. Off the right, upright, and through. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together, second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Trojans are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They want to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the time.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news. Quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on short. Makes the grab. Touchdown Trojans. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Tompkins. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give on the option. Runs through a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Punt is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive numbers.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Makes the catch, it's Need. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Roy. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
The ball is out behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Hawkins.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Trojans want to move quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is...
Turning it on! He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Trojans are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also, because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
If momentum momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Looking to throw, it's Coffee. It's caught. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Need. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
With the catch, it's Tompkins. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here on third down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Here's an interception. Oh, and they need that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing.
Got room on the return. Touchdown, Trojan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. They're working that left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Under fire. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Oh, they're after him! That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is ready to do.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate fourth down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. Wants to throw. It's Coffee. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it